Hey Lions Nation! Welcome back to Lions News Fan Report, your home for the freshest updates, the hottest rumors, and the deepest analysis on our beloved Detroit Lions. Today I've got something that's going to make your heart race. Something that could completely reshape how we think about this team's offensive future. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for every single second of this, because what I'm about to share with you has the potential to elevate our squad to levels we've only dreamed about. You know, there are moments in football when everything just clicks into place. When you see a player on your screen and something inside you just knows that this guy was born to wear Honolulu blue and silver. I've been watching this league for years, analyzing talent, breaking down film, and I can tell you with absolute certainty that those moments don't come around often. But when they do, when you witness that perfect alignment of talent, opportunity, and team need, it's electric. And right now, as we approach one of the most important off-seasons in recent Lions history, I'm feeling that electricity coursing through every fiber of my being. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine our offense, already one of the most explosive units in the entire NFL, getting even more dangerous. Picture our offensive coordinator with an additional weapon so dynamic, so versatile, so game-breaking, that defensive coordinators across the league would lose sleep trying to figure out how to contain us. We've already seen what this team can do when everything's firing on all cylinders, but there's always room to add another dimension, another layer of complexity that makes us virtually unstoppable. That's exactly what I want to talk about today. And I promise you, by the time we're done here, you're going to be just as excited as I am about the possibilities. The NFL draft is always a fascinating time for us fans. It's when hope meets reality, when speculation transforms into actual roster decisions that will impact our team for years to come. The Lions front office has proven time and time again that they know how to identify talent, that they understand what this team needs to compete at the highest level. They've built something special here in Detroit, something that feels different from all those years of disappointment and frustration. This is a team with an identity, with a culture, with a hunger to win that's palpable every single Sunday. And as we look ahead to the upcoming draft, there's one name that keeps circulating in conversations, one prospect that could be the missing piece to our championship puzzle. Now, before I get into the specifics, let me give you some context about what makes this situation so intriguing. Our running game has been solid, don't get me wrong. We've had production, we've had moments of brilliance, but in today's NFL, you need more than just solid. You need explosive. You need a back who can take it to the house from anywhere on the field, someone who makes defenses respect every single snap because they know that at any moment this guy could break one. You need versatility, someone who's not just a runner, but a legitimate receiving threat out of the backfield. You need durability, a workhorse who can handle a heavy load when the games matter most. And most importantly, you need someone with that championship pedigree, that experience of playing on the biggest stages and delivering when the lights are brightest. Jeremiah Love just declared for the NFL draft, and Lions fans, this is where things get really interesting. This kid from Notre Dame has been absolutely tearing it up, and I mean that in every sense of the word. We're talking about a running back who just won the Doak Walker Award, given annually to the best running back in all of college football. Let that sink in for a moment. The best. Not just good, not just promising, but the absolute best running back in the entire country. And here's the thing that gets me even more excited. He's not just a one-year wonder. This guy has been consistently dominant, showing up year after year, proving that his success isn't a fluke, but a testament to his incredible talent and work ethic. Let me break down his junior season for you, because these numbers are absolutely mind-blowing. Love rushed for 1,372 yards this past season. Think about that production, that consistency, that ability to carry an offense on his back. But it doesn't stop there. He found the end zone 18 times on the ground, 18 rushing touchdowns. That's the kind of production that wins games, that changes the complexion of an entire season. And for those of you who appreciate a complete back, someone who can contribute in the passing game as well. Love caught 27 passes for 280 yards and 3 more touchdowns. That's versatility at its finest. That's the modern NFL running back prototype we've all been searching for. But here's where it gets even better, and this is why I think Love could be such a perfect fit for what we're building in Detroit. This isn't a guy who just had one great season and decided to cash in. His junior campaign followed an incredible sophomore year where he rushed for 1,125 yards and 17 touchdowns on just 163 carries. Do the math on that efficiency, on that yards per carry average. We're talking about a back who consistently breaks big runs, who has that home run hitting ability that keeps defenses honest and opens up everything else in the offense. And perhaps most impressively, he helped lead Notre Dame all the way to the college football playoff championship game, where they faced Ohio State in what was an absolute battle. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Notre Dame didn't win that championship game. They fell short against Ohio State 34-23. But let me tell you something. Playing in that game, competing at that level, experiencing that pressure and that intensity, that's invaluable experience. That's the kind of big game mentality you want in your locker room. Love didn't shrink from the moment. He embraced it. He showed that he belongs on the biggest stage, and that's exactly the kind of player who can help us take that next step from playoff contender to legitimate Super Bowl threat. Think about how Love would fit into our offensive scheme. We've got one of the best offensive lines in football, guys who can create running lanes and dominate at the point of attack. Imagine Love hitting those holes with his combination of speed, power, and vision. Picture him in space on screen passes, using his receiving skills to create mismatches against linebackers and safeties. Envision him in the red zone, where his 18 touchdowns this season prove he has that innate ability to find the end zone when it matters most. This isn't just about adding depth. This is about adding a legitimate game changer who could transform our offense into something truly special. The timing of Love's declaration is particularly interesting for us. With his junior season now complete and Notre Dame not participating in a bowl game after missing the college football playoff this year, Love is fully focused on preparing for the draft. That means he's going to be training specifically for the combine, for pro day, for all those opportunities to showcase his skills to NFL teams. And trust me, when scouts see him in person, when they clock his speed and test his explosiveness, the hype is only going to grow. We need to be positioned to make a move for this kid because I guarantee you we're not the only team that's salivating over his potential. Let's talk draft strategy for a moment. The Lions have built this roster through smart drafting, through identifying talent that fits our culture and our system. Brad Holmes and his staff have earned our trust with their track record, and I believe they're going to be all over Love's tape. The question becomes, where does he get drafted, and are we in position to grab him? Running backs have fallen in recent drafts due to positional value concerns, but generational talents still command premium picks, and Love has that kind of upside. If he's available when we're on the clock, I think there's a real conversation to be had about pulling the trigger. Yes, we have other needs, but you can't pass up elite talent when it falls to you, and Love is exactly that. Elite. Imagine the versatility this would give our coaching staff. You could run 2 back sets with different skill sets complementing each other. You could motion Love out of the backfield and create mismatches all over the field. You could pound the rock in the fourth quarter when you need to close out games, knowing you have a back who can handle that workload. The strategic possibilities are endless, and that's what gets me so excited about this potential addition. We're not just talking about filling a roster spot. We're talking about adding a weapon that makes our already dangerous offense absolutely lethal. I also want to talk about the intangibles because those matter just as much as the measurables. Love chose Notre Dame because of the people, because of the culture, because he wanted to grow as both a player and a person. That sounds awfully familiar to what we've built here in Detroit, doesn't it? This is a team that values character, that prioritizes guys who are about more than just themselves, who understand what it means to be part of something bigger. Love's statement about taking his Notre Dame experiences to the next level shows maturity and gratitude, the kind of attitude that fits perfectly with our locker room culture. The more I think about this, the more convinced I become that Jeremiah Love to the Lions just makes sense on every level. The talent is undeniable. The production speaks for itself. The character and work ethic are exactly what we look for, and the fit within our offensive system is seamless. This is the kind of move that could put us over the top, that could be the difference between a good season and a championship season. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I am saying that if Brad Holmes and company can find a way to make it happen, we could be looking at one of the most exciting additions in recent franchise history. So here's where I want to hear from you, Lions Nation. Do you think Jeremiah Love is the kind of back who could take our offense to the next level? Would you be excited if we used a premium pick on him, or do you think we should address other positions first? How do you see him fitting into our system, and what kind of impact do you think he could make in his rookie season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because I genuinely want to know what you're thinking about this possibility. And if you're not already subscribed to Lions News Fan Report, hit that subscribe button right now and smash that notification bell so you never miss an update. We're your source for everything Lions, bringing you the news, the analysis, and the insider perspective you won't find anywhere else. Share this video with your fellow Lions fans. Let's get the conversation going about what could be one of the most exciting draft prospects available to us. I'll be back soon with more news, more analysis, and more reasons to believe that our time is now. One pride, baby. Let's go get that. Championship.